Hi folks, Travis Spencer with Kinney Insurance. Over the weekend, there was some news outlets that were running stories about how the price of auto insurance premiums are going to be on the increase. The story was basically talking about how when COVID hit, people stopped driving, insurance companies gave some rebates, and now that people are back out driving, the accidents have started to increase and auto insurance rates will start going up. Now, the problem with this story is it's a very big generalization. There's a lot that goes into the cost of auto insurance premiums. There's a lot that goes into what companies are going to raise rates, who's going to get their rates raised. So it's a pretty big broad brush that they use saying auto rates are going to go up. And like most stories that are on social media, the comments section is really where the entertainment is, where people saying, well, my rates didn't go up, or people saying, well, I shop every year, and just different opinions and different views. The biggest thing to remember is each company works individually, and each individual, their situation is different. So even though one company might be raising rates, it doesn't mean that another company is going to be raising rates. And just because one individual has a rate increase doesn't mean another individual is going to have a rate increase. There's a lot of factors that go into this pricing from a company standpoint and from an individual standpoint. As I've talked about before, you got to remember insurance is a pool, and you don't operate in a silo. So if one insurance company has had a really bad year, it wouldn't be a surprise to see them increase rates next year on all of their auto customers, just because they've had a loss and they've had a lot of claims. So, and as an individual, maybe things have changed in your life. Maybe you now have a violation on your record. Maybe you had a violation drop off your record. That's going to impact your premium. Some companies change how they rate for different things. Maybe now they're rating a different way for certain types of accidents or violations that they didn't before. That could impact your premium. So again, it's not a blanket statement. It's not every company's raising rates. It's not every individual's rates are going to go up. It really depends on your situation. The other thing to remember is I hear from a lot of people that I shop my rates every year. Well, that might not be helping you get the best rate. A lot of companies do ask, how long have you been with your previous carrier? Companies do like to see loyalty. They like to see that you've been with a company for a while and that you're not bouncing around to different companies every year. So even though you might shop every year and you think you're getting a better deal, you might not be getting the best deal. For most carriers, usually it's good to wait around 3 or 4 years, see how the policy works, see how the rates are, and then from there, if you're having issues, then you might want to look to shop. But shopping every year really can have a negative impact. But also remember the type of environment that we're in right now. The cost of claims is on the rise, with new and used cars being sold at all-time highs, with parts being in such great demand and being expensive, labor costs going up, healthcare costs going up. Claims are more and more expensive, and that means that your premiums are probably going to reflect that. So you got to understand when you're evaluating everything, make sure you understand the type of situation that we in. Your car is probably worth more than it was 5 or 10 years ago. The medical payments are higher than they were 5 or 10 years ago. So with everything going up, the cost of your auto insurance is going to go up as well. So just remember, when you see these news stories, it is kind of a big blanket statement. It's not necessarily going to impact you. It may not. But if it does, let's have a conversation. If you're seeing your rates go up year after year, let's talk about it. The biggest thing to remember, though, is you want to make sure you have the right coverage. Let's make sure you have enough coverage to protect you, and then we can look at the pricing and see what the best option is for you. Thanks a lot for your time, and have a great day.